Ladies and gentlemen, for the 956th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called the Black Hand.
Yeah.
As well as that dude called the Jew.
What up, bitches?
As well as that lady called Juboo.
What up?
Me, I am Foul Duke. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
Fuck them kids.
I mean, I agree, but where did that come from?
Fuck them kids, cause it happened again, son. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all don't believe me when I try to tell y'all this shit, but if only y'all was there, because I laid foot on the waterfront park over yonder out there, Alexandria.
Okay.
Right? They ain't nothing but, ritzy ass white people don't know nothing about no country fuck that just rolls up
Children
in the
named
park
Theodore.
right by the
Down
restaurant.
there on the water.
I start fishing right there.
Yeah.
I got 5 poles. I only was using 2 or 3. I was being like,
And you're at the water, the actual water.
I'm at the waterfront.
Yeah.
Standing on the
No,
shore.
I'm actually
It's like a
I
canal
take that
walk.
back. I
Yeah.
think I'm at Kings Park, which is beside Waterfront
I know
Park.
exactly
The
where it's
event
at.
was Waterfront Park. I was a block
I got a picture.
prior to
Oh, I know where
Waterfront
it is
Park.
because my dad used to take me there. We used to call it the
There's a
water.
restaurant right there, Abaca, I think, on the water.
Yeah, I know what it is.
On the
boats-
other side.
Yeah.
Boats be
Not
pulling
the
in.
wharf, but like where you can
Where
see
you can see-
like you can look over and see
On the
the,
di- on the-
Maryland Wharf.
Yeah.
But like we're on the
No,
Alexandria
we can see
side, right?
You
MGM.
can see it,
You can see
MGM.
MGM in the harbor.
That's where we were.
Could not see no damn wharf, girl. You're on the other side of the
You're on
city
DC.
now.
What you call? Never mind.
No, you call the wharf is different from what
The waterfront is DC, the Maryland waterfront is a whole. They're 2 different areas.
where we were
Okay.
is so totally
I
different.
love how I acted like I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah.
But I know where
I
he's
did.
at.
I
My
did.
dad used to take us there, so I know exactly where
So
it
there's
is.
a little bump out, right? Like,
Yeah.
or like a basically observation area, right? So
Yep.
I got my poles out there,
So
right?
you
People,
put 5 lines in there. at the
I only
bottom.
put 2. I was nice,
Okay.
right? Well, I put 3 because I put 2 out originally straight ahead, and then I put 1 just to the side over there in the little pocket. You know what I mean?
Now this
Just a
is
little half
also during Jazz Festival time.
This is during the Jazz Fest, but this
Okay.
is, like I said, a block and a half away. But we're right at that restaurant, and another restaurant, and another restaurant
Yeah.
is right beside
I know
us.
it's a busy
Right?
area.
Yeah, it's a busy area, right? But they're just walking the trail. Everybody mind their business, right? So I got my line out. I've been out there fishing. We probably fishing in probably 2 hours, right? And this one little dude, this one little boy come over there with his parents and shit. They taking pictures of this bitch's shoes and shit. I guess she got
Daddy
some
was
new
taking
Pumas, right?
beautiful pictures of Mama.
Taking elegant pictures
Like
of
he
Mama
loves
over
her.
there at the park.
Were you there?
He was deeply
Yes,
in love.
I was
Okay.
watching the whole thing, and I
Okay.
wasn't paying attention to the children at all. I was looking at the man loving his woman and fucking taking pictures of her ass.
Not paying
looking
attention to the
beautiful.
kids,
Mama
right?
was posing. She was straight voguing.
So there
No,
was-
you know who that was?
Husband
Time
was
frame.
taking
No, you know who that
pictures.
was? That wasn't the baby mama.
No, she was.
No, she was not
no,
a
no,
baby
she
mama.
was.
No,
wasn't
she was.
That was
Those-
baby mama because
those
the
little
dudes are very
chickens looked
little.
exactly like
no,
her.
it was. I
Metro
found
right
that
there.
out. We found that out here in a minute, right? Those are the first little motherfuckers. So
Tell him what you said.
I'm seeing them. I'm watching these little motherfuckers, right? Because he's all, Mom, I want to go fishing. I want to go fishing. Like, I want to go fishing. Blah blah blah.
Why
Right?
didn't you say, here you go, boy, and hand him a pole?
Hey, fuck
Nah,
yeah.
hell no.
No, I ain't handing nobody shit. Fuck you, mind your business. You better
He
go
doesn't
buy this
talk-
little
he doesn't
motherfucking
wanna
pole.
talk to children.
I ain't talking to shit other
wanna talk
than
to
get your
nobody.
hands off my shit and get your own. Fuck y'all. Cause you ain't gonna smack nobody with my shit and then come and hit me talking about what you doing here.
He's not
well,
gonna be the
minding my
friendly
motherfucking
fisherman.
business, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Then I gotta play.
He's not going to be the friendly.
Then I gotta play
fisherman.
child's play. Like, this little motherfucker came alive. I thought he was Chucky, dog. I don't know what to tell you, you know what I mean? But that's beside the point either way. What the fuck get right? So this little motherfucker keep on hassling his mama about, I wanna go fishing, blah, blah, blah. She
And
keep
Andrew
worried
said
about her
thinking,
goddamn pumas.
I dare you. I
So
fucking dare
I
you.
sat the fuck down at our spot by the tree, which is about 20 feet away.
Yeah.
30 feet away. I see this little motherfucker start walking on over there. Like he know the business of his
He gonna
motherfucker.
grab the pole.
Picked up my shit, started reeling my motherfucking shit
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
That's what he did.
That
He
motherfucker
started- I thought it was a
dropped his
motherfucking
shit.
dog. I looked around and I was like, did you just hear that? But that was
And then his mama immediately, ba-ba-da-da. And then little motherfucker, and then they left, right? And I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Get your shit together, like.
So he kind of did right.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, bet, whatever, you know what I mean? I ain't paying no attention.
He wasn't wrong with that.
No, he wasn't. I thought
7
it was
minutes
a dog
later,
there, y'all.
7 minutes later, we got little Theodore playing over there with Chase.
Theodore.
Chase Beyond, and we'll call him Hale. We don't really know the other kid's name, but there was definitely a Chase.
It was
maybe not
definitely-
Beyond, but it was a Chase, Chase Beyond, and a Theodore. Cracker named Theodore, right? Little dickhead looking motherfucker, of course. Theodore.
He looked like such
They
a
out there
douche.
playing in the water, right? They literally in the water. They on the logs,
Oh, hell
they on the
no.
driftwood, but they in the water, right? You know what I mean? So one of them actually slips in. I wonder what his ride was like later on when they went to go home.
He said,
You know
my
what I mean?
shoes stink. My
Yeah,
shoes
they
stink.
did. They said, but that's the
It was the Potomac, luckily it wasn't so much Eric
that
Cossie. I
water
mean,
is-
it was just sewage, not the
nasty.
deputy.
Well, that
The
water
best
is
part of that
nasty
is
right
blue stream or whatever is right across the corner, right? The DC
Yeah,
joint. You
DC
can look
joint.
right at it.
DC
You know what I mean?
water, yeah.
So, right?
That little bastard would have had to ride on the truck. Fuck
So
that.
some lady comes over and some anti-Trump supporter,
this lady.
no king bitch, come over here walking by, talking about y'all know that's sewage water. So they
Yeah.
get out. They immediately come over and start fucking with me. Their next option is to throw fucking rocks because fucking white kids throw fucking rocks
And water.
right beside a motherfucker fishing.
Yeah, they don't give a
because
fuck.
it's water.
It's water.
Good fucking for you, man. Why don't you pour those motherfuckers a pond in the front yard and give them something to do for a goddamn year, Chuck? You ever fucking thought about that? As if all these little dumbass kids in the city need is a fucking kiddie pool of fucking water, and these little ass clowns can go throw rocks for fucking years? Did you ever fucking think about that, Chuck? No, you're like, well, let's go to the water park and throw fucking rocks, right? So we're walking back, and I'm like, hey,
It did feel like that.
I'm like, see Lisa's not paying attention. I'm like, hey. She's like, how? I'm like, see these fuckers over here? You know what I mean? As I'm walking away, I'm being nice. I don't want to talk to these little bastards because I'm already ready to throw a motherfucker in the water, right? Already, because I was getting ready to chuck the one kid right on
You
over,
are
right?
so
Theodore.
intense right
Yeah.
now. Like you are so fired up. Like
So,
you can't
this is
explain
all the
yourself.
time.
I know you can't explain yourself without being completely fired up. It's fine.
I was fucking hot at this point in time because then fucking Tiffany chimes in, talking about, you know,
coming on, talking about
Theodore, it's
She
time to
looked more like
go.
a Claire.
Alright,
Like
so-
she looked like some rich white lady
Yeah.
that honestly,
Uppity house bitch.
well, she was not, but she was probably had like gone to brunch that morning, was 3 sheets to the wind. Bitch was not paying
She would
attention to
never
her
give a fuck about
children.
them.
They really don't.
At all.
Then them kids started
Like she
throwing
got a
around.
nanny or she don't care.
They turn around and start throwing rocks like at the drain, but the drain is at the trail.
True.
So now they're throwing rocks at like white people and all
Yeah,
kinds of
all
people
the
just
trail.
walking and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what the fuck are y'all? You know, I'm like, no, let's pack it up.
But
And
he
part of
tried
the
to-
protest.
It's time to get.
Theodore was a dick. Like I had been watching him for a minute, like while Andrew was fishing, and I was thinking when I was watching him, I was like, I hope these kids don't come over to where he is fishing, because he's about to beat their asses. Because Theodore's little friend Chase was just like, hey dude, come look at this, and he goes, shut up.
Yeah.
And like Chase was just like, shut up. I just want you to come see this,
She's
man.
over there praying for these kids. She
I was over
already
there,
knows.
I wanted to be like, Theodore,
I
be
keep trying
kind.
to tell y'all. No.
Like, dickhead kid.
Northern Virginia
They're
are
assholes.
fucking completely different.
Most of them.
It's a completely
I know.
different
I
vibe
lived there
up
for a little while.
That's what I said. Yeah, I was
Hated
like,
it.
just separates the country from the city folk, man.
Yep.
Because fucking
Yeah,
see,
too much
hair,
but
motherfucker.
here's where you messed up at though. You made a mistake by thinking you could just fish up there at this little bump out.
Dude, I was so
Oh, no,
nervous.
I did not.
No.
Because I prepared for the question of, what are you doing, sir? Are you allowed?
No, it all goes back to he wants to smoke.
That's
He
what I'm
wants
saying.
to smoke. What we call him?
He
Jew
do.
brisket?
Because look,
Brisket
no,
unit?
listen.
No,
He
we
wants
were-
all to smoke.
You're at this spot.
True, but
This
technically
spot
we
was
checked the
busy.
rules. We
He
checked the rules.
pulls up like
prior.
DMX
Andrew,
on a
this
fucking
spot was busy
four-wheeler.
enough,
With a
and you still were like, let's go 2
And that's what I'm
blocks
saying.
down. And I'm like, 2 blocks down
Well,
is the actual jazz festival. You think it's gonna be less busy down there? And you were like, no, it's not gonna be less busy.
It
but
was though.
But that's what I said. You went to a jazz festival and then you trying to spot the fish at
I
on a
thought
busy
that this
weekend.
was some romantic date that this motherfucker had planned for us.
You
He's
know
like,
damn well there's
baby,
water
we're
around. He's
gonna
not
go
gonna follow
jazz
it.
festival. And it was actually a perfect date. Like, baby, mwah, good job,
Yeah,
good job. The whole day
you
was
better
fucking
calm the
fun.
fuck down, girl. I know you goddamn remember yesterday.
The whole day was actually so fucking fun.
We was over there
And
chilling.
I like fishing, right? But I didn't know the extent. Like, he said he might try to go fishing. I didn't know we were going to be fishing the entire time and miss like the majority of the good bands.
We heard it. We didn't get to watch them. We didn't get to watch them. We was a block away.
I was just upset when we finally did go and watched like the stage, and I got a beer and we were chilling, looking.
You
at
were
all the stuff.
upset.
No, I was upset for you.
You were upset.
I was upset for you because you. It was so disappointing that we went to a jazz festival and then we had to listen to the most terrible,
I was
sorry
fucking-
excuse for contemporary jazz I've ever heard.
Soul. They
This
said something about
motherfucker said
contemporary
soul,
jazz soul.
and then got up and diddled a flute.
I was
For
excited.
like 45 minutes we were waiting. He had a sax. He got all excited. He was like, oh shit, we got the saxophone. But no, this motherfucker comes out with the saxophone and it sounded like shit. I mean, the whole set, 45 minutes we were standing there and I was like, I think my man gonna blow. Like, he's gonna be so mad. Like, this is the shit that we actually came over to watch. It was so bad. And we watched a girl do poetry, which was...
Trash, man.
It was trash. You gave me shit though, because I was like, I could be a better poet. And he was like, you
Because
said
you did say I could do all
Mike
that better.
fucking
Everything
could.
better.
Mike would have been a better
Yeah,
poet.
that was trash.
Mason would have been you would have been definitely a better fucking poet.
I don't know about
Your
that. There was a
spoken
lot of
word
people out there,
shit.
man. They was primed up too, man. Because that go-go was bumping, man, from the start, man.
Oh,
The
man,
go-go was
They
hot.
started with go-go, man.
go-go was hot.
Because it was a 6-hour fucking festival. It was 6 hours. So I was like, bet we got time. We got there at like 1:40, 2 o'clock. I think we pulled in. About 1:40 we pulled in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Found a spot. We parked
This
on
is
the street.
Alexandria?
It's Alexandria, so it's kind of fucked up right there at the water tower.
Right in front of Ada's restaurant.
So we found this place to park, which was a couple blocks away. So we walked to check it out, and because I want to see what the business is, see if we could even go fishing over there. You know what I mean? I didn't want to bring all my shit and just have to wheel it back wherever the fuck. And I don't really think I could have parked where I parked anyways. You know what I mean?
We got the best fucking parking space.
So I ended up fucking passing a parking garage fucking right a block away from this place. So I'm like, bet, let's park here. You know what I mean? So we ended up parking right there. And dude gave me the spot right against the road, right on the pole. So I was like,
It was perfect.
Park my
We were
shit right
on
in.
the road. We were like less than, you could have spit on the jazz festival and then turn this way and spit on where we were fishing. It was perfect.
we literally walked like a quarter block, like from here to the road,
Yeah.
from the car to go to hit the water right there. And then the jazz festival was just a block that way, you know what I'm screaming. So we were hearing that motherfuckers pumping the whole time, but
It was great.
we weren't actually watching nobody. But when we went over there, the motherfucker had the damn sax out, bro. I'm like, oh shit, here we go, motherfucker, bro.
We were
Let's
thinking of the real
fucking
jazz.
hit the business, bro. And then this motherfucker started off with the flute and the little maraca thing combo over here,
Dude.
playing like some damn,
It was
like some prime, yeah, like.
it was so
It wasn't even
fucking
that.
bad.
It wasn't even that good.
It was terrible.
It wasn't even that good. It was. It was.
Yeah, what I just did was better.
It was bad, man. Like
With
it was
the
like.
occasional bong of the big
But
ass
they said
drum.
contemporary
They
soul
needed Erica Badu,
jazz.
y'all. That's
Their
what it is.
band was called We Have Been Here Before. And it was all this like conceptualization about jazz where it was like, we're gonna go do like caveman style jazz. So I think that's what like the thing was. It was like
That's singing though, huh?
cavemanish. No, dude, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Look
No, this
up.
wasn't singing.
This
There
is
was
where
no
we've
singing.
been-
This was just-
We've been here before. Look that up. I mean, it was so
My phone about to die. It's
disorienting.
like, I ain't been-
It was
Yeah,
just,
it wasn't that. It was all music. Like it was all flute, and they pulled out the long straight sax, super long straight sax, Unless
like
it's
the
Like
joint.
Kenny G.
No, just like the.
Kenny G had a straight sack,
Yeah.
But it was
dog.
big, man. This motherfucker looked a lot
Almost
bigger
like
than a
Obo.
regular sack. Like from when because we were way far away. When
Well,
I was
like
looking at it, it was
yeah.
almost like 3 goddamn feet long. I'm like, the fuck is he even playing? But then he had the regular sacks like what I got, you know what I mean? But a lot more sexy, like professional motherfucker, you know what I mean? But he was fucking with the long ass flute. And the other dude had the black dude who was on the drums had some little, I don't even fucking know, like a little pointy thing that was like 12 inches long, and he was playing some, I don't even know what kind of fucking tunes was. I don't remember
Like a
what kind of.
piccolo? Was that the piccolo?
I don't remember what it was at. It was
I'm
when he
pretty sure
first
it was a
started. There
piccolo.
was some kind of pitch he was throwing off with the drum. I'm like,
Oh, the drum.
oh
yeah.
wow, we get ready to like fucking tribe. This is like tribal war, like Indian getting ready to run up on these motherfucking the white man kind of shit going on
Yeah,
right now. You know what I mean?
caveman.
Like or
Caveman
like even
jazz.
caveman
Yeah, so it
shit.
wasn't- it wasn't-
But they was talking about contemporary soul jazz with a funk or something. I'm like, bro, what the
contemporary
fuck?
and some shit, it's gonna be some off the wall shit.
It really
if you
was.
had just soul
It was
jazz,
almost like it was like a step up to the beat dropping the whole time. You know what I
you
mean?
know, like the build up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But
I
it would
think-
just keep.
I think there's more interesting subject to be gotten to.
It was terrible.
Lisa mentioned something when I first got here.
Oh,
How I felt walking around Alexandria that day. Is that what you want to bring up?
I guess that's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not.
that's what it is.
I
forgot
forgot
about that too.
because I only got a
I
little
forgot about
bit.
that too. I forgot about that too.
There was some walking that went on.
There is. I must admit, when he like throughout the day, when he wanted to move, like when I was like, this man wanted to move like 2 blocks out to be more in the shit with the public, like at the jazz festival. Babe, we would have had a miserable fucking time if we had been right there in front of. That was like the key photo spot for people to be taking pictures all day. You would have lost your shit with that many people around your goddamn fishing poles.
Yep.
Where
Because
we
they
were
fishing
was
poles in the
perfect.
pictures.
You got mad at the 2 little kids that tried to fuck with your shit. There would have been 40 little kids that tried
Yeah.
to fuck with your shit if we'd been 2 blocks
oh, I
out.
know it's a jazz festival. I already know that. That's why
Right.
That's why we just stay fishing where we're fishing.
Right. I'm
And I
just
wasn't
saying.
really too worried about picking up and walking right over there because, like I said, they started off with fucking Go-Go, which was cranking for like 30 minutes, and then they hit
I
some
wasn't
jazz shit,
worried
which was
about
cranking
it
like
for
for like
other
another
reasons.
30, and I was like, bet.
Yeah, I think that there's some really amusing shit that took
I
place.
wasn't interested for other reasons. So when we first got to Alexandria, right? We parked really far away from everything, and I would say probably like 9 blocks away, which is like
That is ridiculous.
it was like a quarter of a mile, which a quarter of a mile doesn't sound like a very far distance
Because it's not.
until it's not until I just look. I don't even want to say it too loud because I'm worried that his child is listening.
So fucking what?
Seth.
Really? Now you're gonna call
No,
him out here.
no, don't do that.
No, I just
kind of
wanted
question is
to. I
that?
wanted to see if he responded. If he responded, he can hear me. If he doesn't respond, he's not
He
paying
don't get
attention.
too fucked.
Okay, he's not paying attention because he didn't come. All right. Okay, so a quarter of a mile is a very, very, very long distance. If certain things, do not make those sounds. Chill the fuck out, please.
I'm
Mason.
trying to get the story here.
Jesus Christ, I don't understand why we're talking about this, but
You said
Carry on.
very triumphantly a quarter of a mile because it's not a long distance, right? Have you ever tried to walk a quarter of a mile after being butt fucked?
No, not at all.
Okay, so your opinion about a quarter of a mile could be completely changed and altered if somebody
It's
Up you.
possibly. I don't know.
ain't no possibly. It's going, you know what I mean?
all right, the
Your
other,
day's gonna be
so,
altered.
the other problem
At least a
is
little bit.
that's the thing, man. That's the thing.
Accommodated for travel speed.
First of all, let's actually start at the begining here, which
I
was
slowed my stride down. I kept it at third.
okay. I'm about to mic drop.
I kept it by
This
island at third.
motherfucker. I tell him it's the last day of my period, right? Like the day before. The next morning, this man don't trust my word and then proceeds, like, we started doing it a different way, right? A different kind of fun way. And it's fun, but it hurts, and sometimes it hurts. And we're talking later after the fact, and I'm like, oh, somebody was being super freaky icky. And he's like, no, I just thought you were still on your period. I'm like, first of all, that is not, like, butt sex is reserved for special sexy moments, right? It was like,
weekend. It was a special moment.
nobody mentioned Father's Day.
Well,
That is not what you said.
You gotta count on
You
your
didn't
phone, man. I
reference
mean, I don't
Father's
know.
Day, motherfucker. You didn't reference...
You had to put a stamp on what
It
it
had
is. You know what I
nothing,
mean?
audience, it had nothing to do with Father's Day.
It was for
It
me.
had
That's
to do
what it
with
was about. It was Father's Day
fear
weekend.
of period sex. Like,
Yeah.
that's what that had to do
Well,
with.
yeah. I mean, either way, you're still a fear. What you gonna fear? Shit on your dick? You gonna feel some blood on your dick? You catch? You know what I mean? It's just
Nobody brought that
Both
up.
sound pretty not appealing.
Yeah, they both.
Nobody
they
brought
both
up
need to be cleaned up.
shit
you know
on
what
your
I mean?
dick.
Nobody asked the question. You know what I mean? It was just what it was. You know what I mean? Hole's a hole. You know what
So
I
let
mean?
me ask you, Mike Mason.
Guess what?
God damn
Do
it.
y'all, when she's on the rag?
Fuck
Sure,
no.
absolutely. I get
Fuck
down.
I
no.
knew you would say yes, and I knew you would say no. I should have fucking told y'all before you even said anything, because I knew you were going to be a no, because
Yeah.
you're just like him.
Fuck no.
Immature. No, and then I knew you, not that you're mature, but you just will take it anyway. Like, I know you would be like, I love women so much that I would take it
I'm gonna
anyway.
knock all that blood about you.
Nah, see, you gotta understand something with me. I have this bell pepper of a nose here. These nostrils pick up every fucking thing. Blood has a
Doesn't-
smell
oh, it
to
does.
it.
It does. I smell it too.
And
I'm like a
then
vampire.
once you
It's
get
like
that
I already.
motherfucker, add some friction and heat to that motherfucker, nah, that's a turn off for me. Like, nah, I cannot.
I'm primal.
Normally, you
whether or
let me
not.
know what the business is. Let me know if you still dripping hot, and then I don't even pay no mind
You
to
could
it.
have asked.
Well,
Next thing I know,
normally you
it's
hit me
just
up.
dick in the
Normally
butt.
you
Like,
hit me
could
with
have
the.
fucking asked.
We normally hit me with the business.
I
You
was
like, yo,
ready.
you're like,
I
I'm
was
ready. I'm
ready.
ready for that dick. You know what I mean?
Babe,
It's period.
I
Going
even
ready for
said
that
that.
diok. Ready for this
Sweetheart,
diok.
I did.
Ready for that diok.
I wasn't ready for that diok
Because
in my butt.
I was still on
So,
initial reaction
I
or the
literally was
initial.
like, y'all, I even fucking told him. I was like, you could go uptown a little bit for a minute, because I was trying to like get juiced up, you know what I mean? I'm like, you could
Yeah.
travel 3 inches north and like make me wetter down there so it don't hurt so fucking bad. You can't just go bang.
At that point in time, we was
right
already,
in
that's what we
there.
was aiming, you know what I mean?
He's a try- he's a try.
You can't respot. Once you already tried, you can't go back. You know what I mean? You can't double dip when the first will dip.
You can't
know what I mean?
double
When the
dip.
first dip hit the chocolate, you can't
You
double
can
dip back.
use
You know what I mean? You
other
can't hit that
things.
vanilla. You got to stay with the chocolate, man. It's gonna mess up the swirl. You know what I mean?
Your hands
Like-
are not chocolatey. Your hands are not chocolatey.
I think he makes a good point that once chocolate has been a success
He
in
does.
the
I'm
situation,
not
you gotta stay
disagreeing
there.
with that. I'm just saying that there may need to be a transference of liquid from one hole to the other so that it's not motherfucking painful for
He
the
puts a spin on
female.
it.
I said it, and we were both so cotton-mouthed because we were high. as
God
fuck.
damn it, y'all fucked your own selves up. You fucked your own self up.
He couldn't spit. He tried at one point. He was like,
I ain't got nothing.
I'll give it I'm doing that motherfucker, man.
suggested Uptown was ready.
Yeah.
He was worried Uptown was
So I was
ready.
already aiming. I was already on that. I already turned that turn. You already made that right turn. Aim that way. You can't go back.
Look,
you can't skirt.
regardless of however what went down and however far whoever had to walk after getting booty dicked.
Well, there's a difference now that
No,
I'm
no,
skinny.
no,
When I
try-
was fatter, I could take it better. I could have probably walked 2 miles after butt sex. But now that I'm skinny, I can't. I could did like a quarter of a mile. I was like, babe, I'm hurt.
Oh, that just tells
He's
me
like,
you
why?
cut
I was
off
like,
from it now.
because of your dick. Like,
Cut off from it now.
Duck.
6
no,
months.
you guys say it. Yuck.
That duck.
6 months.
I've gotten really good at impersonating him when he says it. That deal.
Let's put that throat into it.
There you go. That deal.
I do every time.
So that really fucked you up.
Yeah, I could barely
6 months.
walk. We walked like a quarter of a mile, and then when he was like, we're going to walk back and carry all the fish and shit. When he said that we were going to get the parking space that we saw, I was like, oh, thank God. 'Cause I didn't want to be a whiny bitch, but I was trying to subtly let you know, like, there is a certain amount, and this is a PSA announcement. I don't do
I
this
think there's
often,
a lot
but
of communication that needs to happen.
no, there's a PSA announcement, not just for this motherfucker, but for all of you guys. If there's butt sex to be occurring, you need to give like tender, loving care to your partner there for probably like 8 hours afterwards. Because it will fuck her up for 8 hours, depending on how big her ass is and how much her hips can take it. Like, it's going to fuck her up. So be like extra sweet to your lady if she lets you even do that shit.
Just tip it, fellas.
That, what does that mean?
Just
Put
put
the
the
tip in.
You know, just get past the lip. You know what I mean?
Even that hurt.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. But, yeah.
Well, but all the other aspects of being skinnier is working out for you, right?
Yes,
There we go.
mostly. Except I miss my titties. Like, I really
You got
miss
titties
them.
in there. I can
No,
tell.
no,
With
no,
that
they're
hoodie on,
different.
there's
That's why
titties
I got
there.
mad about the motherfucking gear shift knob. Because I
Because
looked
the
at that
figure
bitch.
on this gear shift
No.
knob had bigger titties than you?
No, because it's how I used to look if I had black hair. Like, that's literally what I would look like. Except now
I think
that
that
I'm
would any
skinny.
bitch look like if they had long black hair. They would look like this.
I
You think every bitch
black
got
hair-
a body oddy like that gear
Oh, you
shift
had a body
knob
just
on
like
you?
that, bitch. You know proportionally what this little goddamn 3-inch goddamn biatch look like. Like, you would look at this little biatch and be like, yeah, that's 34, 24,
Well,
34.
isn't that what you're doing? Isn't that why you bought it?
No,
So
I'm
that you
just
can
like-
look at it and lust after
I
an inanimate object?
I like fucking with a nipple when I'm riding.
Yeah, we were driving.
Is that on the fucking Toyota?
Yeah.
We're driving.
So wait. Let me pull this down. You're jealous of the gear shift knob lady?
Look.
Like,
It's not. I
You're
would've
much
been-
better than a
number
gear shift
one.
knob lady.
Number one, I would have been mad if he had gotten the
The
blonde model.
blonde one. That's just told me
The
what I
blonde
came
one.
in.
Because if he had gotten the blonde one, then that's like a very direct exhibit of sexual appetite that doesn't look anything like me.
I
right?
see. So you don't want to see anything that looks like unfulfilled desire.
But I didn't get it. It resembling
No
you.
girl
You know what I mean?
does.
I didn't get it.
No girl wants to like go and look at like the
So
random.
if we just met and you
things
came over
you
to my
think are
place
sexy
and we were
and
gonna
they
hit
don't
the
look anything like me.
Wait a minute. If you came over to my place, theoretically, you come over, we just met, and you see my bowl here with the titties and the fupa and
That's
all.
fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You know why?
Why?
Because there are no.
Because it has a Yoda head on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything that has to do
What if
with
it had
like
a lady's head on it? Would that be a problem?
what she look like.
See, woman math.
Wait.
Because
All right.
she had
but
black hair.
But there's going to be I understand
Look,
though. But
one
because
time
of
has,
but because
but
of
had.
the different types of women and different colored hair they can have, that's going to change the way she feels. Like if I've got a
That's why I asked.
blonde-haired black lady,
Yes.
that's going to make you feel a certain way. If I've got a
Absolutely.
blonde-haired white lady, that's going to make you feel a certain way. Depending on the hair is done, that's going to make
Not
you feel a
even
certain way.
hair.
If the hair is done in a
Not even-
ponytail like she's ready to
Just
suck
color.
some dick,
Just color.
then
No, honestly, I dated a guy for like 2.5 years after I got divorced, and he had a woman tattooed on his arm. And the only reason I was okay with it, the only reason I was okay is it was two dragons that came together and formed a woman's face. It was actually beautiful, but woman's face plus her titty, like the dragon tails came around, like scooped up around her titty, and they gave her a nipple, right? Like it's like a profile thing. Bitch, honestly, kind of looked like me. That nipple was spot on. It could have been my fucking nipple. When I saw the tattoo, I was like, I can actually be okay with this because it looks exactly like me. If it
What if
had
it
looked like
was,
Jessica fucking Rabbit, or if it had been like something that I couldn't relate to, I would have felt instantly like, that's what he's attracted to. I look nothing like that.
see, but that's overthinking
I'm
it.
going to
Yeah, that's what I
feel-
say.
That's overthinking
What
it.
does it
Are you
matter?
making the dick hard?
What
then
does
you're
it
doing
matter?
just fine.
Yeah.
What does it matter? Men have patterns, right? So, like, if they are attracted to a certain type, women, we're attracted to your mind and, like, all kinds of things. We'll date an ugly motherfucker just as quick as we would date an ugly, like, a good-looking dude, right?
Nah, I
Men
don't
have
think so.
types. Not every woman, but I'm like that. And men have types, though. Like, I, honestly, and when I got together with that man with
I
the
like
tattoo.
classic vagina.
Yeah.
You know, that's my
Okay,
type.
well, your type is
It
vagina.
sort of branches out from there. I like them skinnier as opposed to thicker.
I'm just saying, guys have a type. Like there are, okay,
I mean,
I
if a
got
girl looks like
cheated
Emma
on one
Watson, I'm gonna
time.
follow her around like a puppy.
I had a dude tell me one time he was a vanilla dude. He told me one time he was super into sisters, right? So like every time like a hot black chick would come around, I would be like watching
Insecure.
him.
You'd be
Well,
insecure.
no, I would just be watching him, and he would be like falling all over himself. He eventually cheated on me with a black girl.
Well, that's
Like,
but that's also I think
He had a
bit
type.
of- it's also insecurities on the woman's side.
I
of
never
it, you
said
know?
shit about it ever.
Like my thing is, so all right, the dude had a tattoo. Say this tattoo was his fucking like Jessica Rabbit. This is before he even met you or any of that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
and he's dating you.
I'm not
but
gonna,
you're
like,
not
hold
matching
it
the
against
tattoo.
him.
Right, but no,
you're not
you wouldn't-
matching
if it didn't
the
look
tattoo.
enough like you would have held it against him.
It would have eventually breeded some kind of resentment because I would have thought like
But
this
that-
guy's
but see that-
attracted
but
to
that's-
something that I
But
don't represent.
what if I wanted to get a girl's face tattooed on me?
What
and
if I
it
walked
wasn't
around
a good
with a
representation
fucking
of that girl?
12-inch dong tattooed on me? Do you think that would intimidate my 5-inch average American man if I had a tattoo of a motherfucking
Depending on how fucking-
10-inch,
If it's
12-inch
on the
dick on
ins-
me?
if it's on the-
You wouldn't feel insecure? That's the equivalent, my friend.
I don't think
I don't-
it is, but okay, sure.
The way
I don't have a
You
picture
would
of a
not
lady.
think that's hot. You would be like, ew, what the fuck?
See, look, the problem I would have, that wouldn't be an issue. My problem would probably
You're
be
right. I'm not denying
an
that.
ex name tatted on. Like if I'm dating a shorty and she has this dude's name tatted on.
What if
I
she's
know,
got
I
a bunch of
think
different?
that's cute. I think that's cute.
That's
I
not
like,
cute. That's
no,
just
it's cute because like, oh my god, how naive were you to do that? Number one, and number two, what a romantic, right?
That's not romantic
Let's
at
get
all.
it. Let's get it covered up because that's stupid now. Like I get that. Like we shouldn't still have that. But if somebody is dumb enough and like in love enough to think that was a good idea, I'm
Nah.
almost like, oh, that's so
'Cause see,
naive and cute
this
of you.
was brought up on the
Like,
radio one
Yeah,
time.
but that level of naivete.
That's adorable that
is-
you thought you would last forever
Am
if
I
you
going
got
to
a
put up
tattoo
with
of her
this?
name.
Am I going to put
Because
up with this person who
there was a
is capable
fucking-
of being that naive?
There was a thing on the radio. This lady had
I mean, it depends.
her baby daddy tattoo was on her, like on her shoulder blade or something. She's with the new dude. The new dude's like, yo.
You don't like it.
I don't like it. Get rid of that shit. She's like,
Yeah.
no, it's
Nobody would.
my baby daddy.
Ew,
Like,
no. That's, no.
But see, that would be more the equivalent of, I guess, for you, like you're saying, the woman tattoo. For me, it would be like an ex's name. Like I don't need
Right.
to see an ex's
It
name.
rubs you the wrong way.
It
right?
don't rub me the wrong way. It's just like y'all don't want to see the name no more. Like you ain't that part of your life is gone now.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean?
Travis was
But
here,
if
tramp
somebody,
stamp.
if it's somebody you're
So if he
with,
showed up with a
children,
blonde gear shift, I would have been like, what part of that life is that are you not over with?
But see, that's the thing.
Like, why?
But see, you're thinking that way. I can tell
Why?
you exactly what he thought. Oh, this shit look cool as shit. Let me get this motherfucker.
I don't think I've ever-
He actually thought about it. He admitted to me, he said, I got the brunette because I knew the blonde would piss you off.
Well, that shows you even more the man loves you like you do.
I honestly, I was so
nailed a
happy.
blonde. No, actually, I don't think I've ever nailed a blonde.
Oh, fuck. Really?
No, bullshit. Your
Not a
baby
real one.
mama was kind of blondie.
Not real,
she
no,
wasn't.
not real
No,
blonde.
that one friend of Sarah's was blonde. The one that fucked you up.
But yeah, he never fucked with her. She just said she didn't.
I know, we talk. I guess
Oh,
Ray
no,
was
I'm not
blonde.
talking about that girl. I'm talking about,
I
Oh,
guess she was blonde. Never mind, I take that back.
she's blonde.
So yeah, but I
Look,
figured
Lisa
I
knows.
just figure every female will be upset if you get a blonde. If you get any kind of female that's a blonde, I would have thought that any female would be upset with that.
See, I don't know. I think that if I had a girlfriend, that would be sort of the end of the time that I would buy a lady that sits on my gear shift knob as a gear shift handle. You know
You
what I
think
mean?
having a relationship makes
What I wanted.
No. I'm talking about personally. Like, I'm not really into that sort of shit in the first place. That's kind of silly to me. I think it's funny, especially from the Jew. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, it's your life, do your thing.
Sorry.
Run what you want to run. You know
Well,
what
what
I mean?
I wanted is I wanted to get it.
No,
For, I
no,
wanted to
finish
get it
your
for the
sentence.
truck, and I want to extend it all the way up.
you would have the long extension,
I will put
like
it,
on
yeah,
the big rigs.
Yeah, so I'm
See,
shifting
No,
up here.
he just wants to make sure everybody can fucking see it.
That's-
Yeah.
that's
Finish
it.
your sentence.
I'm just saying, like, it's a very silly thing that he's up to, and I respect his right to do so, but I wouldn't do something like that in general. So,
Most people
like,
wouldn't.
Because
if-
you're in a committed relationship.
I wouldn't do that
and
personally
it's
before that, but if
a
I
little bit of
was-
an affront to like put some sexy bitch on your gear shift. It's like,
It's the same
It's a
reason I would
little-
take down
Babe, I'm
necessarily
telling you.
like if I had like posters of Emma Watson or Jennifer Aniston or whoever on the walls.
it would be like
and
putting
you were
up
coming
another
over on a
poster
regular
of a hot
basis.
chick.
I'd probably be like, let me change my posters on the wall here.
Right, you
know
should
what I mean?
be
If I get a girl I'm
embarrassed.
boning on a regular basis, I'm probably gonna
It's
change.
the leg from Christmas Story. The conversation, because remember the dad was like, you were jealous of the leg the whole time. That's why you broke the leg. It's
I
like-
literally bought him a fucking Christmas.
I know that, but I'm just saying the
I'm
analogy you
not.
was saying
Like,
is,
I'm not. Yes, I see what you're saying.
You see what I mean? And look, oh, you just spilled your shit. Foot rip right all in it.
Because I was trying to pick up. I was trying to pick up the
You said
one
you
hit.
ready.
I was trying
Go
to
get
get
something to clean it up
I was
with.
trying to pick up the vape. I'm sorry. I didn't want. Look, he's mad. Can you wipe my leg first?
Yeah.
Thanks, Lovey. You're the best. I love
Get that little
you.
bit of leg drop.
Yeah, thanks. I'm really sorry that I spilled wine on your floor.
This is a very, very amusing episode for sure.
But my point is, though, Mason, the way that you see something like that, like a 42-year-old man getting a fucking hoochie mama fingering herself and grabbing her titties. Have you seen it? Have you seen the gear shift?
I saw a picture of it.
She is fingering herself. She got one hand fingering herself, one hand on her titty.
She's just doing.
She's out of blast.
Yeah, and do you know what that means when a woman's in that position?
She's getting there. She's going
She's
there.
getting there.
She ain't got the nipple
Okay,
out,
so
and she ain't
you-
fucking with
you
the
get a
nipple. She
gear
had the
shift
nipple out. That means
of
she's
a
touching it.
masturbating
You know what I
woman.
mean?
It
She's
is-
just close to it. She's just pulling, getting ready to pull the nipple out.
The
Like
funny
she has
thing
step
is,
one, get it down there.
As you go
know what I mean?
down
And get this
and shift
top-
gears, she like presents her ass more. So it's like
That's
like
what
you
she
go
said.
through.
That's what she
you
said.
like-
I don't.
You see what happens on the gear
You
Not
shift?
do it
really.
in
No,
reverse, and all
the
of a
thing
sudden
just
she's-
comes down, and it just.
It just comes out.
I don't know.
But like by the time you're in drive, this bitch is on her knees. Like she looked like she on her knees. We can demonstrate for you guys later. I'm telling y'all. But it is the equivalent of a boy like having a long-term girlfriend that one sends him sexy pictures all the time of herself. Okay, a lot of the time I do. And then like two, gratifies almost all of your sexual needs as much as I can being in a long-distance relationship. And three, like recently has morphed her body from being like a big titty bitch like the gear shift bitch is to like looking different. So like
Well,
feeling
they're not gonna
insecure.
make. I'm sorry,
And
babe,
you're
but they're
like-
gonna make
you're
a
like-
small titty gear shift.
No,
bitch.
you're like, let me put up a poster. They won't make a small titty
I'm
gear
sorry,
shift
but
bitch.
that's a feminist shit. It's some horny ass dude who's making this. He ain't gonna
It's
make
like
a
the
small
mud
titty
flaps. The
thing.
mud flaps. The girl that's on the silhouette for the mud flaps.
I know, I get it.
And I
that
can't
was
do
the
anything
other-
about that. I can
was-
write a letter to
yeah.
everybody, babe, and that's not gonna change. That's how that's gonna be.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I'll
I get
I'll
it.
start a company that makes little dolls that sit on top of gear shifts knobs that are
Little thigh gap bitches?
not thigh gap bitches. and,
Small
like,
titties with thigh gap. You might
fat
have to get away
girls.
with that.
I'm gonna do it all. Fat girls, weird shape bitches, skinny
Rolling
bitches.
Biggie Smalls.
Everybody. Rolling Biggie Smalls
What
and
do
gear
y'all
shift
do?
knobs.
What do y'all do when you're dating somebody? I'm asking them, not you.
Yeah, them.
What do you them? Yes, too.
Oh,
Mikey and Mason. I don't know what to call Mason. It's like a cute name. But like Mikey over there.
cute name.
And oh my God.
Sorry.
Said not you. Not talking to you.
she's asking us questions now
What
about
do you
dating.
do when you're dating somebody? And I know you can actually speak to this because this has happened to you. What do you do when you're dating a girl and like the body type that you fall in love with morphs and changes and like
If you fuck with her, you
Like-
fuck with her.
okay, so it doesn't matter if like one day she has like a 36 double D chest and then like 6 months later she's like struggling to fill out a C cup.
No, doesn't matter.
Nah, it doesn't so much matter.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
your body may or may not turn into something that
What?
I'm.
Them was 36 double D.
Yeah, babe, I had 36 double D titties. I did.
He doing bad with his head down. But see, like,
Just go through the shared album of our dirty pictures and you'll remember.
here's the thing.
So where are you at now?
So now I'm like a 34C.
Those are great tits.
So here's the
Nothing
thing,
wrong with
though.
that. That's a great pair of tits.
Here's the
Like,
thing with it.
You gotta get down to like,
They just look very different than they used
Because
to.
you're not used
but
to
you're
it.
skinny, so,
But see, here's
so they're
the
gonna
thing.
sit on you different.
When you're
C's on a skinny girl are great. D's on a skinny girl is just all kind of like, that can't be real.
When you're in a relationship, you got to think about this.
Okay.
Your physical form is not going to be what it is throughout your life. It's always going to fucking
When
change.
you're for long term, yeah.
So that's
like declining
but I
in
mean,
flux.
it's like that regardless. So I'm like, it doesn't matter if you fuck with the person, regardless of what happens. That's just life. Life's gonna happen. Your fucking whole body gonna change.
Yeah, your weight,
You're not
your
gonna
body,
be this,
yeah.
like 20-year-old me ain't the same me right now. I might have
Right.
the fucking some of the mindset shit, but fucking the physical part of me, shit, nah, it's completely fucking different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still the same thing. Like I always told fucking Dr. Bowden, man, you go bald head and miss an eye, I'm still gonna fucking love you because I love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just goes with it. Shit's still
Bald and an eye patch?
Bald headed, losing eye, Mike is still rocked
Man,
up.
that'd be fucked. You just gonna wake up to that? If you just wake up, man, that's a lot. If you just wake up to
But you might get
both
less.
people,
But
both
see,
people. Can you imagine a person waking up bald and losing an eye?
Well,
Like,
no,
fuck,
we're,
bro.
they're talking
no,
about,
no, this is
they're talking-
long-term
like,
changes.
if I had cancer and lost all my hair, would you leave me?
Nah.
Okay.
But in the eye, damn, that'd be
He
a lot.
said, but if you had an eye guard, if the eye ain't gone,
You're the one who's been talking about an eye patch. You would think you'd be like,
Yeah,
bro,
but
I
you
got eye
going,
patches
so
for
you
days.
going out looking, you going out
Try this one on, try that
rocking the
one on.
Goonies, or you eye patching? Like you
You
gonna
mean-
look like slow,
You
but you
want
eye patching.
a one-eyed
I still
Willie.
me. I just would not have an eye. Like, why would I have turned into a mutant retard?
Yeah, no, you
What's
gotta,
wrong with you?
you gotta break up with her if she turns into a mutant retard. I'd be like,
Fuck,
right,
Andrew.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so don't ever
So
get
that's
grossly disfigured.
my bad. That's
Lisa.
just when I just
Right.
hear bald in the eye. For some reason, I just get right to slow, because that's the only thing my mind sees that motherfucker in the basement. Yeah.
You gotta see that old Reese Witherspoon movie.
That's
That's what you got to do. You have to wake up every morning like that. You
That
have
just
to wake
fucks
up.
me up right there.
This is why women wear their makeup to bed, because y'all motherfuckers are like this.
Nah, like I said, I don't give a fuck.
I ain't that dude.
I give a shit less.
I be banging chicks with hairy pussies or shaved pussies. I don't give a fuck.
Look, we've
I'm not
already
that dude.
established
I'm not
that
that
you
dude
would
that
do-
has
he's
this
like-
big
he's
concern. Like,
he's
oh, bitch, you got to do
sloppy
this and you got to
pussies
do
and
that.
ham. I would eat it on a plane. I would eat it on a train. I would do whatever. We know, Mason. You would take it any way you could get it.
I mean,
I don't mean
I
it
don't
as
know
an
about
insult, but I
that.
kind of do.
I don't know about that.
Accepted
but
vagina, he says.
I'm open to
All
many
parties
positions.
welcome. Yes.
That's right. There's gonna be
Nah.
something
All I'm
else the
saying
matter with you.
is-
It ain't gonna be vagina or body related particularly.
I will say this, like, while I was hobbling around Old Town Alexandria, I did tell Andrew, with the moment that I told him, first he did kind of fuss at me for not keeping up, but then I did tell him why I was walking
No, I
slowly.
just said
and
so. I ain't
he
fussing you.
slowed-
I just made
he
a comment
slowed his
about
roll.
you slowing down. What's up? Like, what you
Yeah,
got
to figure
going
out what's
on?
going on.
Yeah, it was very
Your
sweet.
stride is slow.
He's very sweet. So he may be the guy that buys the big titty, blonde or brunette, gear shift.
Fine, I'll move it to the truck.
But no,
This is-
you don't have to move it to the
this is
truck.
for
Look,
workers only.
I want to demonstrate to you that I'm cool and okay with these kinds of things.
But you got a problem.
But at the same time, I need you to acknowledge why that's trashy as fuck.
I already know it's trashy. As soon as I look at it, I already know
But
it's
does
trashy.
trashy need to be elevated in like a?
Have you seen this man's house?
It's
It's trashy.
It's not elevated yet. I'm gonna throw it. If I'm throwing it in the truck, I'm putting it up high. I'm putting my extension on that bitch. I'm bringing it up 10 inches. You know what I mean? Maybe it need 20, depending on what that 20 look like.
I get you. I get you.
She go right good with my Looney Tunes,
You're gonna
man.
have to do 10. You're gonna have to do 10 on
Look at
that.
that. I'm gonna get my cock. I saw that little
What?
rooster head. There's a rooster head. I'm gonna throw the cock on that thing.
No Diddy had to fuck. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna throw the cock on that bitch. That's the only other one.
We're not gonna be doing
I ain't
that.
gonna get one of them $50 topless motherfuckers.
Why don't you just get a bottle
You
of
know
baby
what?
oil?
There are gear shifts, y'all. where The girls are like pulling their t-shirts up and their faces hidden, which actually may have been the best route for you to go because she can't look like me or not look
right.
like me if her face
That's
is hidden.
actually the better. That's
What if
better.
her
for-
hair
It
is
was
a
just
different
titties.
color?
It was just titties out and like her.
But they're
low
still
waist
big
and-
titties.
Yeah, they were great titties. Look, I appreciate a big titty. I do.
But
I'm not
that's,
saying.
that was actually better because the top was flat, so it's actually better for shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, I drove his car today, and I had to manhandle the gear shift hot mama. I named her Sasha. She just looks like a Russian hot
Oh, Sasha,
spy.
I asked her if she fondled her.
I thought, yeah, I did fondle her for a minute because you have to. Her face is where you have to put your hand, and then your thumb just eloquently rests on her titties. Like, what are you gonna do? You gotta fondle her to shift gears.
Maybe a little nip action just driving on that road there.
See, like I feel like what you're actually offended by is how trashy it is, and not
Yes.
even so much that it does or does not represent you in exact
it's trashy.
form.
Yeah.
It's that
the
it's
trashy part
so
probably
trashy.
is like 70%.
At least.
The 30% is
Yeah.
my insecurity that I'm too skinny
just
for
knowing
him
you
now.
and looking at you
Yeah.
right now, I'm going 80-20 at least.
Okay,
But
maybe.
I mean, it's a primary.
The trashiness of it.
I agree with
The trashiness
the
of
80-20
it.
part.
I think
agree with the
you
80-20
think,
part.
you guys think I'm less insecure? That's sweet.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of it. I think a lot of it is just generally
The
being offended that
trashiness.
you're like, you really gonna be this trashy, driving
Yeah.
around with this shit.
Yeah.
This is how
Like,
you gonna
I can
drive
put up with
around.
a lot of trash. I mean, I stomp it out every time I get in his car.
There's a lot
I'm just
of,
saying.
but there's a lot of those cars out there, and not many of them have titty lady for the gear shifter.
Oh, look, I appreciate the novelty of it. Like, I really do.
Me too. That's
I
the only
think
thing
it's
about
funny.
it I appreciate.
I do think it's funny.
I'm like, that is so
I'm like,
stupid.
that is
Yeah,
so
that's why I love it.
fucking the Jew.
That's
like,
yeah. As soon as I see
that
it,
is so
I
the
thought it
fucking
was something
Jew.
he just happened to see somewhere.
There's a difference between the Jew and Andrew, my boyfriend, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
There's a
I think so.
duplicity. There's a duplicity in this man
Yeah.
that confuses me sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it's a thin line. It's a very thin. It's a
Have you seen
veil.
Fight Club? Have you seen Fight Club?
Yeah.
Tyler Durden.
Yeah, you know the whole
Yes.
thing where
Of
he's
course,
really
I've
one
read the book
guy.
twice.
You know, he's really one guy. That's kind of how the Jew is.
I think
There's
so
the
too.
Jew and there's Andrew, and like the Jew
But I'm
comes
also
around,
like,
and then Andrew
No, this
shows
is
up.
Like J
even
Rod's
more.
cousin over there,
Yeah.
Frank. I'm also like that.
Statham.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of
Yeah.
crank going on.
When he gets
man,
fired up.
And then
yeah.
there's like a Swayze. There's a Swayze version.
Oh, when the hair get to going right.
That's
especially when
that's
you
a whole
look at
other
something, feel the hair.
personality.
And then there's Dark Side too.
Yeah.
There's Dark Side,
He's
yes.
got the Dark Side.
Scooter life.
He's got the black sweater Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Black Spider-Man.
Oh my god, I call it Red Zone. In my head, I'm like, this is Red Zone. Yeah. Like a dog that just like has to attack. That's
Or
Red
no
Zone.
black dog.
Man, I didn't know Accountant 2 was on fucking Prime. I think it's Prime.
Yeah.
That shit was actually fucking good.
What?
I was an Accountant 2. You ever see that?
Oh, Accountant
with,
2?
What's his name? Ben Affleck?
Yeah, that's what his supposed brother, whatever.
Yeah. with
That's
the-
on what we said it on?
I think it's Prime.
Prime?
Yeah, I just watched that recently, man. That shit was fucking
I'm gonna have
nice.
to check it out. I tried to watch a movie the other night, but we
But
had,
what?
we had a lot of conversation we had to do.
First of all, it was a
the
movie from the
entire-
1970s with Gene Wilder. And who else was in it, baby?
Richard Pryor.
Part here, no see no.
Oh, that's my
I ain't
shit.
never seen it, bro.
Shut up. Oh,
Told
man.
me.
Of course, I ain't never seen it. You know what I mean?
That
I
ain't
just,
seen
shit-
nothing.
That shit-
I just pushed
This
it off
was
because I was just
Thursday when I
flipping, you know
got
what I
here.
mean?
'Cause you
Into the
got- that shit
conversation,
is
steady in
fucking
the
hilarious
conversation. I
as
turned
shit.
that
I
bitch on.
assumed he'd already seen it, and it was just background noise. And that was the night that I got here, which we already unveiled in
We
the, like
established.
earlier. That I
That
talked.
shit was a good one.
I talked for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I
Him and Richard
enjoyed it.
Pryor,
If
they
you
were
had
good.
told me
They
to
always
shut
good.
up, I would
I'm
have.
not gonna tell you to shut up. I'm
I
not.
think the
Because you're a good
the
boyfriend.
one I like with them too, besides I like Stir Crazy with them too. When they fucking go into when they get into jail and fucking Richard Pryor's walking to jail, and he's doing his bop and
Stir
shit.
Crazy, I'm gonna have to check that
and
out.
Gene looks at him like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Man, you got to get bad. We in jail. You got to get bad." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You got to get bad because if you don't get bad, you gonna get fucked." But then, so the Accountant 2, that was a good one. And
Merci beaucoup.
what you call it? I heard the Lil Wayne album, the Carter
Tell me
Six.
Yeah, we're
about
talking
it.
about that.
Tell me all about it.
I think that's what them boys was talking about at work. I think that I heard. I overheard.
It's not a memorable album.
What did your
Is
son
it good
think
in the
about
beginning and
it?
shitty at the end? I think they
I don't
said.
think that, yeah, it does get shitty near the end. Like
That must
the
be what
first
they're
couple
talking
of songs, you can fuck with. You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna ask Jude
What,
right now.
what is it? Is it like the No Ceiling joint? Almost like remember they
Man,
did the No Ceiling mix?
no, it's not nothing like
But it's
the
like a
mixtape.
mixed joint or like what?
It's got a bunch of shit on there, but you know, you would think that, you know, the Carter Six been talked about for a while, almost like the fucking Detox. And you would think as long as they've been talking about releasing this Carter Six, the tracks would be better. But they're not. You know, the first couple of joints, pretty good. But after that, it's really a forgettable album, you know. He has a bit of metal on there from his rock shit. He's got some auto-tune shit on there, you know. He's got a mixed bag of stuff. He got one joint where he's just playing the guitar. I think it was like slow. I tuned out of it. Like, I was riding, I was listening to it, and I said the first half was okay. Maybe even the first 5 songs. I don't even know how many songs are on it. But I think the first 5 I could fuck with.
So it's less than memorable is what it sounds like.
Yeah, like, for me, the best Carter was probably the Carter 2 or 3. I fuck with either one of
It's
them.
Carter 6, right?
It's the Carter 6.
Yeah.
And this shit, it wasn't hitting. Like,
Well, hopefully Grand Theft Auto 6 will be better than
but
the
the
Carter
thing
6.
is, like,
I hope so too.
I really hope that motherfucker. I want the game to come out before the world is destroyed.
Right.
I would love to
Man,
fucking
that
just
joke gonna
play that
be- that
motherfucker.
joke-
There's
take-
all this hype. Go ahead.
It's gonna take forever to get there.
I want the game. I want to be
think
able
we
to
still
play
backed
this
up.
fucking
It's
game.
gonna be a long year.
It's the first
Well,
game that
even
I've
when it's
allowed my
released.
kid to play Grand Theft Auto, so I need it to be magnificent because I told him for the first time in his life I'm gonna allow him to play it.
Which
Said
one?
when 6 comes out, you
When the
can
new
get
one
it.
comes out, yeah.
Only the oldest, right? You ain't gonna let the youngest play that? You shouldn't let the youngest
No,
play that.
no, not the youngest,
Shouldn't let
the
the youngest play
oldest.
that, John. That's gonna
I
be live
know.
action.
That's why we've waited.
It's gonna be insane.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be 17 this year. Like it's time we let him play Grand Theft Auto. I
Yeah, but
think.
the way the shipping that's gonna take so long, is shipping gonna be delayed.
No,
so
don't
many
even worry
people
about
want
that, man.
bitch.
It's gonna be out before you know it. And most motherfuckers are gonna take it digitally online anyway.
Gonna have to. It's gonna fucking block. It's gonna shut down the internet.
Yeah,
that day. It's
yeah.
gonna shut that
Yeah,
shit
for
clean the fuck down.
Yeah, and either way, distribute it through the mail or fucking digital. is
Yeah,
gonna
I just
fuck people
pre-ordered it
up.
on Amazon. Once it's available, clickety click, that motherfucker show
Well,
up.
I'm trying to think how expensive that bitch is gonna
They're
be.
stalling. Like,
$75.
Nah, it's
No,
gonna be more than that.
it's gonna be more
Way
than
more
that.
than
It's gonna be
that.
about
It's gonna be
100.
at least 130.
125.
130?
Yes.
On the PS5?
It's gonna be like 100,
Yes,
125.
Fred.
I wanna say
I
it's
will
gonna
be
be
ready
around
to
there.
rock. Let's go. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. I'll
It's gonna be
spend that
every bit of
money.
that. Yep.
In a second, take my money,
I
bro.
still need to get a system. Did
Says
you
the
just
man with
suck the bottom of that motherfucking cup
Yeah, I remember like this.
that was on the ground? God damn it. And you worried about this man's dirty ass car?
Sometimes.
Holy shit.
Y'all are match made in heaven.
No, we are. We are. We actually are. There is no other, like, honestly, we are. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say, like, why or whatever. I'm just gonna say, like, yes. You saw me do
I
that?
had to look over. I said, wait, I know I did not just see this motherfucker do this shit. I gotta ask her now. 'Cause
Honestly, I didn't even think about the fact that, like, the bottom part was on the floor. That's dirty as fuck.
I know.
I just
And
thought
you
about the
sucked
fact
that
that there was
motherfucker off.
There was like a
You look that
large
bitch.
amount of wine chilling right there, and I was like,
God damn it. It ain't that
Fuck it
fucking
up.
serious out here.
Damn floor wine.
look, there's more.
I already see you do it once, so fuck you, here you go.
Yeah,
It's
it's over
not, no,
now.
I'm not.
It's over now.
No, there's a lot of things about the Jew and I that make sense. Like, we're very compatible in certain ways. There's a certain amount of comfort that I take in the chaos that is this house. Like, I know most people would walk in and they, like, girls have asked me, female friends of yours
yeah,
have
we know.
asked me. They're like, so you started dating Andrew, like, and you been to his house?
You
And I'm
stay
like,
in the
yeah.
house.
I'm like, yeah. First of all, it's not nearly as bad as anyone ever makes it out to be. Like,
You were here for those.
what are you talking about? I'm here now.
That's
I know.
now.
Yeah.
You ain't been here for
You
some
didn't come in
fucking
here when
horror
the crab had been in the
Oh,
fucking
the crab.
house for 5 days or whatever.
Fuck.
What
Or the
crab?
bait in the freezer. Remember the bait in the freezer that day? God damn it. This motherfucker had, I don't know what it was.
He
Was it
had
like raw
one that he
liver or
put crab
something?
in, and that motherfucker left crab in, and we came in and said, I can't be up in here like open up the windows and shit. This motherfucker takes the crab out. I think the bear got up into his shit.
burnt-
Yeah, the bear got into that shit, yeah.
Burnt bacon days.
Oh, yeah,
I think she was here for the burnt bacon.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Not the one.
Not the one we came in on. Nah, not that one.
I burned bacon a lot of times. There's a lot of
I burned bacon today.
episodes.
No,
nothing
this
like this.
motherfucker just.
Nah, I really burnt bacon.
Like
right,
it had been
this
in the
shit-
house.
Like, you're lucky the house didn't burn
Nah,
down.
not
Yes.
like that.
Yeah, no, yes.
He said no.
That is absolutely
He was like,
fact.
no, no.
That is
That doesn't
100%
really
right.
happen, man. Shit
Nah.
just doesn't.
It does really happen.
Catch on fire. Let
The
the
house-
flavors on that bitch, man. First or something, just poof
No,
off
the
like this is
problem
goddamn
was,
Looney
no,
Tunes
the
and
problem
shit.
was
The
you
bacon
psychopath. You psychopath made a fucking pan for the bacon
For-
out of
out of
aluminum foil
yeah.
and put that in there and left it in there for like 6 fucking hours.
Okay, wait a minute.
fine.
It wasn't a
I
sheet pan.
make pans out of aluminum foil all the time.
That's what I'm screaming.
No,
Is that something wrong with that?
that's not ideal, especially
No,
for something
especially
that's
with some
greasy.
This is why he and I make sense, though.
God damn
This is what
it.
I'm saying.
That's why y'all go burn the apartment complex down.
Fucking pans out of aluminum foil. Do I forget it for 6 hours?
I make
6 hours
a
is lot,
pot.
baby.
I make baked beans and shit in some
So
aluminum
have
foil
I.
pot. You know
So
what I mean?
have
I don't make
Y'all
some shit.
motherfuckers just haven't been poor enough.
No, we've
Like,
been poor,
that's-
but I'm not making no. If I know I got
It's
grease, I know
dangerous.
it's gonna be a fire. See,
It's
that's
You gotta pay
dangerous
attention.
because of a fire.
bitch, you did. That's the thing. That's what we're talking.
He's lucky that the grease didn't catch fire and burn the house down.
That's
Because it's what a
You talking
grease
about
fire
grease. You
is.
talking about grease.
They
That's
get
different
grease
than-
full.
They ain't gonna get
Motherfucking
like-
grease that get
They're
burned.
gonna get crazy like
Especially
that.
when it's in a
Little
fucking
bit
aluminum
grease.
pan that you
Dripping
made
on the
by
fire.
crinkling up the
It's not gonna
corners.
drip down.
And that oil's gonna leak out and get all up in the thing. And God
past
knows
the
what
lid.
the
You gotta
fuck, and then
make
it'll
the lid.
burn up. And then the next thing you know,
Okay, so baby, we learned something today. We gotta stop making pans and pots out of aluminum foil.
yeah, grow up, 40-year-olds.
Oh my God, we are grown. We're resourceful. Like that is a
Buy a
fucking.
pan.
Sheet
That's
pan is
what
only
being
$10 at
resourceful is.
Walmart.
Okay, maybe you've never been in the position where you just like,
I don't
for
need a sheet pan. I
whatever
got
reason.
this full.
Now I've cooked pizzas on the rack. You know what I mean?
I do every
Pizza gotta
time.
go on a rack.
That I've
It
done
goes
that.
on the rack.
Pizza goes on the rack. That changes the game
What's
right
wrong
there.
with
You can't put that on
He's
full.
like,
No, I'll put it on
I
a fucking
put
pan.
pieces-
Yeah, occasionally, yeah. 'Cause
Occasionally, I
I
do
don't
it
want
every
shit to
time.
fall down in there. I don't, because, you know, when
Because
shit falls in the oven.
you're cleaner than
Yeah.
most people.
Yes! Yeah, I don't want
I
to.
do
Takes
too.
preventative measures.
Because look, if something spills in that oven,
don't know, I just
when
trust
shit
the
spills in the
process.
oven, and you take that shit out and you go
Of
cook something
aluminum
else,
pans.
you got the smell.
Putting the pizza on there. I make sure I tuck it all in. Like, but you have to prep the pizza before you put it just like blindly on the rack and be like, I hope it doesn't drip anywhere.
Well, it
you gotta
depends
make
on
sure
the type
there's
of
no
pizza,
cheese
right?
hanging off of it. There's no crumbs that's gonna fall.
Or you can put it on the pan and put it in there and everything's safe to go.
Yes, but sometimes you might not have a clean pan and you got children that are crying and you gotta fucking feed them quick. Or you might not feel like washing that clean pan because
Careful,
you're so
single mom
depressed.
just reared her head.
I was a single dad. No,
Single
I'm
mom
cleaning
is
my
rearing her
shit.
head.
You
But
made
you know
me-
how
I know
am.
single mommy is
Walk a
sorry.
mile in my shoes, man. Walk a
Sorry,
fucking
single
mile. Walk a butt sex mile in my shoes,
I don't
man.
want to, single
Ain't
mommy.
the butt sex name? Come on, bro.
No, single mommy, no.
But see, hold on. It goes back to what we said at the very first show. Remember? The single dad success rate, single mom. She didn't feel like washing the pan and the cry. I'll wash that pan and get that shit squared away so I don't have no fucking fire and shit happen in the house.
You little bastards
Success
gonna have to
rate.
wait while I wash this pan.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll throw a little aluminum foil over this kind of sort of dirty pan and throw that in there with your pizza slices on top of that. Boom. But it also depends on where you get.
Mike is sitting here like earlier tonight. I did not say his name stood for Man, I Know Everything.
Thank you. And see, I was going to bring that up too. I was like, see?
And I know everything is.
Fucking Mike. This is
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, man.
I can make
I love
that.
that shit, man.
I can do that. Mike can do that.
Look, he's gonna walk around with like a T-shirt that
I was
says
just thinking
like,
that shit too.
yeah. First of all, it probably already exists.
Yeah, I guarantee you
But-
there's a lady somewhere.
I'm sure. But also, I think you could be walking around with a T-shirt that's like, single dads are more successful.
Have the actual statistic.
They're by the statistics, by what they say.
Motherfuckers will buy that.
I'm really surprised by that.
I'm
Motherfuckers
actually
will buy
not.
that. If you put out the statistic on a t-shirt,
I'm
No,
not.
I'm just
surprised
surprised
by
that I am because I know a lot of people, a lot of kids that were raised by single dads and a lot of kids that were raised by single moms, and like the single mom kids are usually like doing all right. Single dad kids sometimes maybe not so much. Like I don't know, maybe it's just like my own personal bias, but
Could be. It's saying my shit, but I'm just saying. I saw that, I was like, oh wow, it's different.
yeah.
But then it made sense because
It actually does,
The
though.
discipline is there for dads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's
The discipline is there.
Yeah, it's really difficult for women to assume that role. Whereas I think like men don't need to necessarily assume the emotional feely role
What did you
to
refer
produce
Father's
successful
Day?
kids.
I think that like we don't.
Depending on what you think success is.
What
I
happened
think
with
that
Father's
women
Day?
will often be chasing another relationship, and men will be like, "I'm raising my child."
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's got a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
My ex might say that, honestly. Like when we got separated, I started dating somebody like 3 months after we got separated. That's fast.
The hoe that
That's
I was
really
with was
fast.
already in a relationship before we were separated.
Oh yeah, like I
fucking-
already had feelings for this dude, like, but weren't separated yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You weren't acting on it, but you acted swiftly.
3 months seems fast to me.
I gotta shout out my boy for cooking me breakfast this morning. Appreciate you, son.
It's like that.
Does he watch the show? Please, dear God, tell me he
It's
doesn't watch the
possible. I don't
fucking
know.
show. Dude, I talked about butt sex.
Yes,
like,
you
what
brought
the
it up.
fuck?
You brought that up. You know your boy's probably
wanted
listening
to bring that up.
one.
No, my
Some
kids don't
reason.
listen.
It's a possibility.
I'm never gonna get a chance to end this show the way we're talking.
It's a possibility.
Shout out to Fogo de Chao.
So good.
Oh, y'all went there to eat.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yesterday. That
$200 bill.
That joint was.
Shit, we had $300 at the bocce place. She fucking, the wifey took me out yesterday for a bocce. Fucking had me a whole bunch of shoots.
I felt like Uncle Bugging that bitch, man. I was barely getting my fork up.
Dude,
It was like
this
Granny Outdoor
man
jump, man. I
ate
was
no less
I said
than
some shit
3
about
pounds
waiting
of
on the
meat.
chicken. They didn't give me all this steak.
After meat. After fucking meat.
Yeah, I went up to the bar. I went up to the bar. They had a bunch of. I don't even know what the fuck.
They
bunch
had
of bullshit.
olives and tomato and mozzarella and basil.
Like three
They
different
had
kind of
different
spinach
kinds of
with
spinach
some kind of
and
dressings and shit all over it. And like fucking tomatoes with moz sticks, like just what
It
shit,
wasn't
you know
moz
what I
stick,
mean?
it was tomato,
Or
mozzarella, and basil.
mozzarella cheese
Okay.
thing, but
The
yeah,
two- yeah, I know,
just shit like
They
that,
had a
right?
bunch of different kinds of
Charcuterie shit, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I went back, got like white rice, you know what I mean?
It
'Cause
looked like he brought back
I
a
knew-
plate of prison food.
I knew they was bringing all this
Like,
meat,
it
right?
That
was
makes sense.
just fucking rice and like
That
two
makes sense.
slices
Yeah, rice
of
and like
ham.
some salami or some shit like that and ham, right? Because I mainly knew I'm eating meat. I'm like, I'm gonna eat meat up this bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm 60 or 70 a person, I'm eating meat up this motherfucker, you know what I mean? Remember all with the filet mignon, you know what I mean?
Oh my
So I was
god.
eating all the meats, right?
This
And
man.
He taking all the meat.
He was always up in that
Like
bitch.
you can keep your little button on red or green, right? To let them know like red means don't bring more meat, green means bring more meat. He just like mostly kept it on green the entire time. This man would have it in completely full plate. He ate every
I was eating
fucking
everything.
bite.
The boss
Had the meat sweats later.
Oh, I had it the whole time I was eating.
During
The one when I was eating the beef, right? And I said something to the boss. I was like, one of the bosses, because the service is incredible over there. You know
It's
what I mean? But it's got to be
amazing.
because they pay so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm waiting on the chicken. Damn, next thing I know, I get hit with chicken thigh, yes please. Chicken
wrap
roasted
chicken,
something, yes
yes,
please.
please.
Bacon wrap chicken, yes please. And I'm like, oh shit, all right.
The lemon garlic chicken was the
So
shit.
I'm eating all this. I already done had the sweats. At this point, I got the shit
Goddamn.
rolled up. I got the long sleeve rolled up a little bit.
Yeah.
I got the button down coming out. I started unbuttoning the shirt. I'm like, fucking, I'm paying. I don't belong here, but I'm paying. Like, fuck, I'm eating good out this bitch. You know, with the
was.
fork barely getting that motherfucker
He
in
was.
because it's there. You know what I mean?
He also had like prime rib, filet mignon. He also had bacon wrapped filet, I think.
Sirloin?
Then
Some kind-
sirloin, yeah. And then he also had
Pork chop.
he had
Oh,
pork chop. He
goddamn.
had two. He
Oh,
was
your asshole was bad as you did.
already had a whole plate of meat, and the dude with the pork chops, he like shaves one off and he grabs it with his little like clampy thingies, and he like puts it on his plate, and he's like, you know what? Go ahead and give me another one, brother. The guy looks at him because he literally had a tower of meat on his plate. When I tell you he ate every fucking bite of it, I was in awe. And I was just delighted. We dressed the fuck up, y'all. Like, we went to the jazz festival, and then, like, once we like, parked somewhere, like, where people couldn't see us, and we literally stripped in the car and fucking put on fancy clothes. Like, he put on a little button-up and his little khakis and his little light blue Reeboks. I put on my corporate, like, hot-ass Ally McBeal tight-ass bodycon dress and with fucking black heels. Like, we dressed up. And then we show up there. We go and sit at the bar and have a couple drinks. This guy starts talking to us, and he's like, the chicken's where it's at. And you would just see the Jew's face light
Right
up.
after they had chicken.
He got so fucking
Give me that chicken.
excited.
I knew that's what I was eating.
So, and the fact that nobody brought
Beef,
chicken
too much
to our
beef fucks with my
table
guts, you know what I mean?
until after he ate 2 pounds of meat, like it was the funniest shit ever. He was trying, so he wanted all of the chicken, but he had already eaten 2 pounds of fucking meat, like before the chicken came. Dude, he was a trooper. You were a trooper, babe.
Delicious.
There was mad shit going on. That place is beautiful though. Like seriously, shout out
Was
to
this
that
in
fucking restaurant.
Alexandria?
This was in
Yeah,
Reston. No,
it's
this was in Reston.
beautiful.
Okay.
It's like cathedral
Well, and they first told me
ceilings.
it was in
beautiful.
Fair Oaks or whatever. That's where I first thought I was, or whatever the one at Townsend or whatever the fuck that little mall is up
That
there.
was Town Center?
Whatever's right there in Tyson's.
Oh, the
Tyson's
mosaic. The mosaic.
Yeah, I thought it
joint.
was in that joint, but it wasn't. It was in like a hotel with this place on the basement.
Like corporate.
Bottom floor of a hotel.
Yeah, you
Offices
pull in.
there,
You're
yeah.
pulling into valet. That's it. In the parking garage.
And that's a great hotel
Yeah.
to find yourself at randomly
beautiful.
without planning it. You're just like, oh, they got Fogo de Chao in the first floor as the restaurant of the
You said it
hotel.
perfectly. Say it again.
Fogo de Chao.
That's how you say it.
Yeah.
Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de
I
Chao.
heard both of our dumbasses last night trying to like say
How
this
did you say
restaurant.
it?
This is funny. I'd never been there, and they're talking.
I was like,
I know the place.
It
yeah,
is
but-
Fogo
Is it
de
Fogo de
Chao.
Yeah, it's Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
well, I don't know about you, Boo, but there were moments where I was like, faux dough, fogo, foga, da
It is,
fogo de
Oh,
chow.
goddamn. Yeah, I didn't see that. Y'all see that definitely, goddamn it. The more you're doing shit, the more it's like, okay, now I'm starting to really see it now.
You're rubbing off on
Here it
each
is,
other.
what, 2.5
Now-
years, 3 years into
Now
some
Lisa
shit?
can't pronounce
We
words.
just celebrated 2 years in April, and I'm not getting more. I'm not getting, motherfucker. I'm not getting less intelligent.
Seriously, I didn't say you was getting less intelligent. I said you was getting
I was
harder
gonna
at
say, I was
pronouncing
gonna say
words.
more
get more
ignorant,
Jewish.
but then I didn't want to. I'm more Jewish. Then that would have been perfect.
The
That would've been
Jewish. It's
perfect.
the Japanese.
No Jeep attendant.
It is Japanese.
No Jeep on.
Stop. Y'all are dumb. Stop. Don't laugh at that, Mikey. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that shit.
It is funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I have to play this episode of Amazing First Gentleman Close.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank you so much for listening. We'd like to encourage you to listen to all episodes.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell your people don't bogart this bitch.
Tender love and care.
That's right. Bring lube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always have a little lube on the side.
When you can't hot tool, spit on that thing.
Can't have to do it
Oh,
on that
happy
day.
anniversary to the Hawk Tua, bitch. That was 2 days ago
Oh,
to the
shit.
year. Hot
She's
Tua
struggling.
day.
Her
She's been
legal
through it.
terms.
She's been through it. She's all right. She's
Oh, yeah,
getting
she can be
cleared.
good.
She's cleared.
Yeah,
We should
yeah,
make
yeah,
Hawk
yeah.
Tua Day a thing, though.
They
Like Happy
probably
Hawk
will
Tua
one
Day.
We'll see.
I know she gets paid
Hopefully
for it.
Hawk Tua can get to the status of having a whole day for
The
herself.
bitch never showed hot tool in this, so, you know, fuck her.
Oh my
but
God,
she's,
Mike.
She's classy, Mike. She's not Hawk Tua in behind the camera. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mike's like, I don't believe it till I see it.
with that said, we gotta bring this episode to a close. Thank you so much for listening.
y'all.
Don't forget, we love you very much. Hey, peace be with you.
Yo.
Peons right the second that we exit cab. I got the blood stains on my cement.